everybody, it's Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you with Today in Sports Betting Part 2. Happy Friday, everybody. It is the MLB show. And, man, I don't know if we're getting paid extra today, Scott, but we've got, I believe we have 21 baseball games. Is that how you count it?
Checking the math on that, that leads to a couple doubleheaders. So
we got a few doubleheaders. We have four sets of doubleheaders, basically. We have 8 games that will be 7 innings. They're scheduled for 7 innings. They could go a little longer than that. A lot of them have gone into extras at the 7-inning mark. So
if you see a decent amount of totals of over under 6, you're not getting a scheme. That's because you have every single game's almost a doubleheader.
So yeah, don't get all excited when you see 6.
Yeah.
I'm jumping on the over there.
That's a messed up line. No, it's not. It's 7 innings. Just don't fall for the bait.
You see this first game with Matt Boyd pitching for Detroit, 6.5.
Yeah. Some of you might be thinking, obviously that's the case. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of people who just immediately, as soon as they think that there is some type of mispriced line, they're betting it automatically, and they're just not going to ask. So keep that in mind. Assume almost every game's a doubleheader today.
Scott, did you take your $50 play on Bet Online and the Chiefs plus 54 for next week?
I did not, but that's a decent idea.
You should get over there. They're offering you the Chiefs at $50 max.
I assume everything has a rollover attached to it, so I'm not going to bother.
Okay, all right.
Nothing's more upsetting.
It didn't last time, by the way.
Nothing's more upsetting than.
No, I'm sorry, it's not Bet Online. It's my bookie. My bad.
I don't have a my bookie, so that helps explain a lot. But yeah, all I'm saying is that a lot of things are doing promos. I know DraftKings was doing a plus 101 for the Chiefs. I think it's like minus 10,000. I don't even know what the point is. I think it was like minus 110 for a day, and then they kept the lineup, but they moved it to like a minus 10,000. Just keep in mind it's free money, but make sure there's no rollover.
Yeah, I agree.
You win $50, but you have to spend $300 in order to cash out your $50.
Yeah,
congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah, 6x playthrough or something like that. Yeah.
Of course, you can just take like a minus 5,000 prop and work it that way, but it's just a massive nuisance that's just not worth it.
All right, we got to go. We got to go, man. We got 21 games. Ain't no time for chit chat. By the way, the last chit chat, and I'll try to tell you at the end. Don't forget to check out Scott and I. Besides doing our regular MLB and NBA for tomorrow, we'll also be doing a little college football. So that'll be exciting.
And I know that I'm personally going to be moving the UFC coverage to my Scott Selection show. So keep that in mind.
Yep. Scott will be doing the UFC. And, a lot of changes. And then next week we'll be doing NFL. We're going to be busy, brother. That's what I'm saying.
I can't believe I'm going to have to actually work.
It's going to be work.
Yeah, I miss the days of having virtual camel racing on Bovada or something like that. Yeah, we got actual sports. I can't. Man, what a shame. I know.
I'm gonna have to retire my ping pong paddle. So
yeah.
All right, so let's start off with a game that cost me personally a great deal of money last week, Scott. This is a rematch. Also made it a premium pick, and it went dreadfully. By the way, I can jinx any pitcher. At all. Last week we had I took Randy Dobnak. I've been waiting 3 days to take this. Like it had been rained out, been rescheduled, and then they had the protest where they didn't play.
And then he gave up 10 hits in about 4 innings.
And then he was absolutely dreadful. He pitched like somebody that's named Randy Dobnak you think would pitch. And I'll tell you what it saved me from, Scott. I was getting ready to grow the foo. If he had another dominating performance, I was going to go full Dobnak. And he did not, so it's the facial hair remains intact.
I'm sure your wife was thrilled about that.
My wife gives me pretty wide leeway. She really, it's after 30 years, she's like, whatever, you do you.
Mm-hmm.
So he once again goes up against Matt Boyd for the Tigers here, and Vegas hasn't exactly adjusted. We picked up Randy Dobnak last time at about minus 148, and now it's minus 152, so they think that he is going to fall back into his good ways, and Matt Boyd is going to do what Matt Boyd does. Spoiler alert, Scott, Matt Boyd actually looked pretty good the last 2 outings, giving up just 3 earned runs over his last 11 and a third innings.
I got to ask, do you have a line on this, by the way, because I don't have a line?
I do have a line on this, Scott. It is and actually, since we're speaking, it's gone up 2 cents. It's Minnesota minus 154. Detroit plus 142, 6.5 is your 7-inning total there.
I think you know where I'm leaning. Since you lost it on the premium play, I got to assume Dobnak's going to pitch well today, right?
Domination, Scott. Domination. It will be here. This will be Minnesota Twins all day, day, as the kids say.
Twins finally woke up offensively again, so I think they're going to go on a decent run here. Is it going to be an insane one like Tampa Bay? No, I think I got that one too correctly. About, I don't know, 3 weeks ago when I said they were going to go on a run, they went like 19-4. I think Minnesota will probably win, I'd say 5 of their next 6. I can see Minnesota waking up and making a run here, especially since they're actually in danger in the AL Central.
Yeah.
Indians and White Sox making them work for it a little bit. I think Minnesota's going to rise to the challenge.
White Sox have actually
they're undefeated against lefties.
Look like the team to beat there. Oh, that is such a right-handed lineup.
They're 12-0 against lefties.
Mashers is what they put up there, Scott. Mashers.
I don't think that Robert home run landed yet.
Yeah, the Twins have fallen to third place in the NL Central, game and a half back of the Cleveland Indians, who are all of a sudden starting to hit the ball to go along with their fine pitching.
I think they're going to go on a decent run here the next week. So that's just my personal opinion.
And the Tigers, alligator skin, hanging around, Scott. They're playing 500 baseball. You want to dream a little bit? How about a Tigers sweep this weekend to put the Twins in 4th place? You buying that?
I think the Twins sweep today, but we'll get into that in a bit. But yeah, for me, Boyd pitched well in his last start. Dobnak did not. But based on a long-term sample size, Dobnak I think is the better pitcher this season. I expect Dobnak to pitch a lot better. And the fact that Minnesota is 14-4 at home makes them a very attractive team in the spot.
All right, good enough. Let's play Randy Dobnak once again at -154. I'd be tempted to have him set up those 3 milk bottles, see if I could knock them down, just like those Carnival games, taking the run line at +144. I think that's a sucker play in a 7-inning game. Although I would certainly be tempted.
First 5 run line might not be that bad.
No, there is no such thing here.
That's a shame.
Well, wait a minute. I lied.
Yeah, that's right.
They are putting up a first 5 for this.
That's right. That's what I thought.
4.5 and the run line. Oh, there is no run line. 4.5.
That's a bad beat right there.
Sorry, buddy. Just a money line and.
Oh, good. We both. Yeah, I guess half credit to both of us for the no first 5.
Sort of right. Yeah.
Oh well. Anyway, I'm leaning to Minnesota.
Okay, I'm with you. Moving on, Reds and Pirates. Game 1 of say it with me, their doubleheader. Not a big shocker there. Steven Baralt host Luis Castillo.
I'm still leaning Pittsburgh here. You know, for some reason, I've had a pretty good gauge on the Pirates of all teams. I'm not really sure why, but every time it seems like I say screw it, take the Pirates, they win. But
I'll tell you why, because they're often playing Milwaukee, which seems to be one of the most overvalued teams in the history of Major League Baseball. I said it once
against the Cardinals, and it actually worked out. But, yeah, for me, it's just the fact that Cincinnati, even though Castillo is a very good pitcher, he has not been that sharp this year.
No.
And the Reds are, in my opinion, way overvalued in this spot. I know that Pittsburgh won yesterday. They beat Chicago. Good for them. They actually won a game for once. But Cincinnati just isn't a good enough team for me to be laying 210, 220.
Well, it's -180, but still, you're still. This is a.
Never mind. I saw that one offshore book has like 220, so I thought that most other books had. But yeah,
you should leave that book. -181 plus 166. 6.5 is the 7-inning total, shaded to the under.
He's got it 7 innings, so Castillo's probably going to go the distance. But I'll lean to Pittsburgh here. I just don't trust Cincinnati.
I don't. Castillo is very pedestrian.
He's been pretty underwhelming this year.
434, 147 whip.
He was a Cy Young candidate before the season started.
Yeah, he's a great pitcher. I really like Luis Castillo, but he's
Has Brault been that bad? I think Brault's been serviceable. He's not good by any means, but I think he's been okay.
He absolutely has. He's been fine. He's been kind of a. I think he was. They were going to use him as an opener.
And he's actually gone distance since a couple of starts.
Yeah, he doesn't go long. He'll go 3. Although he did go 5 against Cleveland and Savali, gave up no earned, 2 hits over 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think in this one, yeah, you're going to limit the exposure to a pretty bad Pittsburgh pen. But I can't. There's no way. I'm not laying 180 with Cincinnati. I don't care if Tom Seaver's pitching.
I'm not going to play it. Rest in peace, Tom Seaver. I am not going to play it, but as a whole, yeah, I think Cincinnati's too much of a favorite here. If I really had to guess the line, I'd say probably in the 160s.
Yeah, you're catching value there on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Don't be afraid. Plus 166, take them. Blue Jays, Red Sox. Scotty, this one should be at least according to the odds makers a little more competitive. As Tanner O'Rourke goes.
I don't care what the lines maker said. Have they seen Zach Godley pitch?
He is. Can you say it with me, Scott? He's ungodly.
You're not wrong.
It's not good. Again, this is something that we talked about before. There is a whole lot of pitchers right now that are regular parts of the rotation,
and they can't pitch.
They have ERAs over 8.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't,
Props to the White Sox, by the way. I cursed. I didn't curse out, but I roasted Ronaldo Lopez for not being any good. And they actually sent him to the alternative side. Good for you, White Sox. You realized the pitcher was bad.
And Scott, that's the opposite of me. Whenever I take these guys on a premium pick, I can turn a bad pitcher good, and I can turn a great pitcher bad.
That's your skill. But yeah, you have some teams that actually have been proactive about benching bad pitchers, like the White Sox, who ended up taking Lopez out of the rotation. The Red Sox are just looking around saying, I guess we're tanking. So Godley, get over it.
There's nothing good to say about Godley here.
No, he's bad.
They have lost 5 of his 6 starts. The one start they won, he went 4 2/3, gave up 8 hits, 5 earned, and 2 home runs. And that was a game where they were actually able to come back and beat up on Austin Voth there.
Do I like Rourke? I think he's okay. But I think you can go with Toronto team total over. You can go with Toronto money line. I'll go with the money line because Boston is just completely thrown in the towel already.
That's a tremendous price. I think catching minus 115 against Zach Godley.
The biggest trap line I've ever seen, but I'm gonna take the bait. I'm gonna go with Toronto.
It's just 3 bottles. How could you not knock them down?
I can't really say no.
All right, the Nationals and the Bravos. These are, by the way, every single one of these are game ones of doubleheaders. I think we tried to make that clear, but
it's a bad sign when the over/under is 8.5 in a 7-inning game for Toronto and Boston. That's not really good. This total right here between Braves and Nationals should be somewhere in that territory as well.
It is. It's 8. It's
lower than the Red Sox one. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, well, it's because
are you serious?
It's because they're playing at Atlanta instead of Fenway.
I don't care who. Okay, all right. Oh God.
Well, maybe we should let them know who's pitching, Scott.
It's our favorite, right?
Perhaps that'll make a difference. It's Austin Voth, the previously mentioned Austin Voth.
Can you mention his numbers real quick?
Austin Voth is well, let's see. He's 0-4 in the year, 7.89 ERA.
Okay.
Away from home, he's on 11.7 ERA.
Right.
And he's given up 16 earned runs over his last 3 starts, which encompass 9 2/3 innings.
Not bad. And who's pitching for the Braves in this one?
Pretty good.
Who's pitching for the Braves in this one?
Oh, Scotty, is somebody he could actually be worse than Austin Voth, and that's a stunning development right now.
Except the one time on Friday night a while back where we thought he'd get killed, he ended up having his best start of the season. But,
yeah, maybe probably his best start of his career. It's Tommy Malone, everybody's favorite left-hander.
The best part is that since he switched to the National League now, his ERA is 27.
He has somehow won 3 of his 7. The team has won 3 of his 7 starts, and I don't know how that is even remotely possible. Tommy Malone, he of the 5.69 ERA, 1.42 WHIP.
Over.
Over. You got to think so. His last start, when he came over in the trade, well, I guess he came over in the trade, joined Atlanta. They had to be thrilled with the results. He went 2 1/3 and he gave up 7 earned, 8 hits, 2 home runs. Are they going to just start scoring and never stop in this one?
I'm just leaning over. It doesn't really matter to me. Both teams need to get to 4 for extra innings. I don't really care. I think both teams should be able to do well. I know Washington's offense hasn't been great lately, but hopefully facing Tommy Malone will help. So,
Scott, I want to tell you, I I've drank a lot of alcohol in my younger days.
I'm really curious where this segue is going.
I've even perhaps dabbled with illicit substances from time to time. Not once in my life, Scott, have I ever been so out of my mind I would lay minus 165 on Tommy Malone. How about that, huh?
That's fair. That also involves you taking a plus price with Voth. So I'm going to go with the over. I'm going to go with the over on that one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the over. I might put a little sprinkle on Washington just because, although, laying money on Austin Voth too, I got to be just a little drunk to do that. Okay, so then we've got game numero deuce of the Minnesota Detroit series, and I do not have pictures for that, so we're going to skip that. Scotland?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
I think that's the only game we're going to be able to bail on. That's the only game that doesn't have listed pitchers. There is one that just has one pitcher listed. So let's move on to Miami and Tampa Bay. Marlins are a small underdog here. Tampa Bay minus 124. Miami plus 114 as Pablo Lopez goes for Miami against Josh Fleming.
How is Miami 14-7 on the road? What is going on? I'm still going Tampa. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know Lopez is good. I'll lean first 5 under and Tampa. This is one of the only games we have that's not a doubleheader. But Fleming's been good. Tampa Bay's insane. I know Miami's at 500. They've been good on the road. First 5 under, and I'll lean to Tampa full game. That price on Tampa's a joke.
It's hard not to. It's hard not to lay that price on a very good Tampa team. Although I got to tell you that this Josh Fleming for Tampa, it seems like they just, I don't know where these guys come from, but there seems to be an
Tampa finds people. It's insane how well they are at how good they are just finding people no one's ever heard of to be good.
He's made 2 starts on the season, and he's gone 10 in the third inning. He's given up 2 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, and 2 bases on balls.
Yeah.
Hard not to take Tampa at what I consider kind of a bargain basement price here, minus 124.
I agree.
Let's get down on that. Then we're going to play game 2 between the Pirates and the Reds. That's going to feature someone named Cody Ponce for the Pirates against, perhaps if you've heard of this young gentleman named Trevor Bauer for the Cincinnati Reds.
There's really no value to be found anywhere, so I'm kind of not interested, but I guess I'm leaning under.
Reds minus 212 plus 193. 6 is the total there.
Not great. I'm still going to lean under because I don't see any value anywhere else.
All right, good enough. Of course, there's no team total numbers on this one being
it's just a bad game, so I'll lean under.
Yeah, I'm not touching under 6 with Cody Ponce on the mound.
I don't have anything else to touch, so I'll lean under.
Okay, good enough. Cody Ponce actually was
okay.
Do you see he made 1 start, went 5 2/3, 5 hits, no earned.
Yeah,
you forgot to watch him. Okay, yeah, we'll see.
I think we skipped the opening game of the doubleheader for the Yankees Orioles. By the way,
you're right. We did. Absolutely did. I was too excited to get to the Minnesota game with no pitchers. I know you wanted to talk about Davey Garcia, Scott, sorry. Going up against Alex Cobb.
You have a line on that one?
That one I may not have. Let me see here. I may have been out over my skis when I told you I had a line on everything. No, I do not have a line for that one. Let's see if there was any kind of.
I'm going with the Yankees. I know the Yankees haven't played well. I know they choked the game yesterday. The Yankees dominate the Orioles so badly that I have to go with the Yankees. And
you have the same starting pitcher there?
I have Garcia versus Cobb.
Okay. I do have. I don't have. Yeah, I got no line on here. So you're gonna play the Yankees regardless of price.
I gotta see. I don't really know what the price is going to be. Cobb's actually been decent this year. I gotta find out the actual number because the Yankees against the Orioles is just absolute destruction, and it's actually one of the most insane stats that I've seen. I don't know if I can actually find it or not, but It's insane. Like the Yankees have won like 20 of the last 22 meetings and covered the run line on like 18 of them or something.
They've owned him a bit.
It's nuts. Garcia was great in his first start. I actually think he's very good. Yeah, I'll go with the Yankees run line on that one.
All right, and then we've got the Nats, Atlanta game 2. Will Crow pitches for Washington.
Okay, that's not the name I would have chosen, but okay.
Against Josh Tomlin for the Atlanta Braves. Josh Tomlin, another one of these guys I talked about.
He's been around for 40 years.
Yeah, 7.15 ERA. They're still trotting him out there. Will Crow did not pitch well in his debut.
I'm going with Atlanta. I'm not really going to spend much time on some of these games because I don't really have a definitive, thought. It's kind of just, we're going through every game. I'll lean to the Braves. They're just the better overall team. Both starters are a wash. I'll take the better team.
All right, decent price, -155. Although again, you're back in Josh Tomlin laying 2 to 3.
We're only back in Tomlin for 3-4 innings.
Yeah, I got no interest in that. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have no interest either. But if I'm leaning anywhere, I'm leaning to the Braves.
Okay. The Milwaukee Braves against the Cleveland Indians. Corbin Burns. Sorry, Milwaukee Braves.
That's a throwback and a half.
Not even I'm that old.
Yeah.
Milwaukee Brewers. I could have called them the Seattle Pilots. Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Cleveland Indians. Corbin Burns, Mr. Burns, goes for Milwaukee against everybody's favorite feel-good story, Carlos Carrasco of the Indians.
I think it's a good price on Carrasco.
Yeah, we're catching Carrasco there at -144, 133 on the Brewers. Brewers have been the classic underachieving team. Corbin Burns, Scott, has actually been pretty good. Made 4 starts.
He has issues with his walks, but overall he's got good stuff.
Yeah, 2.29 ERA. He has walked 9 batters over his roughly 20 innings or so. So yeah, he's definitely walking a few too many. He has yet to give up a home run, and that's that's kind of a big deal when you're pitching against this Cleveland team that has been known to bop a little bit.
I think I'm going with first 5 under here. It's my Indian special. I haven't done it in a while. Both pitchers are pretty good. Indians' offense hasn't been great. Milwaukee's offense has been terrible. I think it's a pretty good spot for the first 5 under.
Well, let's see. Let's see what you're going to get there because the number is 8 in that game.
I'm assuming 4, but
yeah, looks like you are going to be able to get that at 4, my friend, and it's get a little.
I still like it.
Get a little positive value there to the under for it, +105. So
that sounds good to me.
All righty, very good. That's a fine play right there. I have no beefs with that. Yeah, I'm going to take. I can't bet on this Milwaukee team. I just can't do it.
You can't. They're not any good.
How about your New York Mets there hosting the Philadelphia Phillies? Don't look now, Philadelphia Phillies, second place in the NL East. Jake Arrieta.
My New York Mets? Yeah, okay. I'll lean to the over.
Arrieta goes against Porcello.
It's kind of similar to what I talked about when the Orioles played against the Mets that one time with Waka against Means. The pitchers aren't that bad. Arrieta's been terrible. And it's mostly because he's not the same pitcher he used to be. Porcello has been better lately, but I still don't trust him. And both teams have awful bullpens, which are useless as soon as the starters leave the game. I think the Mets should probably score 6-7 runs here because I think Arrieta's done. I think he can stick a fork in him. But yeah, I think you'll get a decently high-scoring game. I think probably around 7-5. I'll go over.
And this one is capped at 10.
It's a high total, but I think both teams should be able to generate at least 5 runs.
It seems like kind of a square play because you've got 2 bad pitchers, 2 bad bullpens. I'm hooked.
Mets offense was good yesterday, so they hooked me. It's just a matter of Arrieta's been so bad in his last couple of starts. I think he's going to get shelled.
Reel me in. Set the hook.
How did he do against Atlanta again? He gave up 8 runs in 2 innings. 8 runs in an inning and a half or something.
He wasn't good. He gave up. Gave up 7 earned and 1 1/3.
Yeah, congrats. I think the Mets will do pretty well here
without giving up a home run. How about that?
That's even more impressive. But the Mets offense actually not bad. Their lineup's actually decent.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think you'll see a decent amount of runs there.
All right, fair enough. Jake Arrieta is
Not good.
Yeah, not good. This 5 years ago, this would have been a matchup, huh?
You would have had a Cy Young versus a Cy Young.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Next up on the list of hits, the hits just keep on coming. It is a Boston Toronto. Chris Mazza with the newly acquired Ross Stripling for the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean, it must be nice to be the LA Dodgers to give up Hyun-Jin Ryu and Rich Hill.
It's okay, though. David Price wants to come back. It's fine.
And Ross Stripling, and they still just keep rolling right along.
I know Price said he wanted to be reinstated, so that could help. That could help out the rotation. That might be why they traded Stripling, because they have a starter coming back and they don't really need him. But they didn't really get much back in return for Stripling.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know why you. I mean, I know he hasn't been pitching well, but
I hate picking teams to sweep doubleheaders, but I got to lean Toronto here. Mazza's terrible.
He's been dreadful. We talk about where here's the advantage of being Ross Stripling pitching for the Dodgers. Got a 5.61 ERA, Scott. The team.
How is ERA 0? Because he hasn't pitched yet.
Okay, stop that.
Yeah, checkmate.
5.61 for the Dodgers. The Dodgers were 6-1 in his starts.
Yeah.
Mazza, he's
bad.
Next level bad. This is something you don't see very often, Scott. He has a whip in excess of what number? Want to guess?
5.
Okay.
No, I'll go 2.
He's not me.
I'll go 2. I'll go what? Like 2? 2.5?
3. He has a whip over 3. 3.18 whip. He has pitched twice, 2 starts, 5 1/3, 7 earned, 14 hits. Just there's nothing to love except he doesn't give up a ton of home runs. He's given up just 1 home run in 5 1/3. I got nothing.
If you want to know why the Red Sox are 12-26, their doubleheader pitchers are Godley and Mazza. That's why they're 12-26.
An ERA +9, an ERA of +11. That is just brutal. I don't like picking teams to win both ends of the doubleheader.
I don't have a choice.
No, the other team should stop starting people like Mazza.
Toronto's the home team in Boston also, so that's also just funny. So I'll go with Toronto there.
So what are we? I don't even know what are the.
I think it's around like -135.
-130.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Is it possible Stripling gets shelled? Yes. Is Mazza going to get shelled? Yes. So I like my chances.
8.5 is the total there in that 7-inning game, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible Stripling struggles, but at the end of the day, Boston's pitching staff might actually, from top to bottom, rotation included, it might actually be the worst pitching staff in all of baseball.
Could be the worst.
Seattle has Marco Gonzalez. At least Seattle has somebody who's worth something.
Seattle has some. Yeah, they've got.
I'm saying, like, you're going through all the people. You have Pittsburgh, for example. The rotation's been okay. It's not great. Their bullpen sucks. I don't know who's a pitcher you can rely on Boston from top to bottom. Who do they have? Do they have anybody?
I got nothing.
I don't think they have anyone. Their pitching staff is maybe either triple or double A quality. Their best pitcher might be Nathan Eovaldi. That might be.
I guess that's it. I mean, and the bad thing is, it's really not even close.
No, that's the point. This team can't pitch.
How about a little? Can I interest you in a little battle there in the AL Central? Chicago White Sox come to Kansas City to take on the Kansas City Royals. Dane Dunning against one of our fine young pitchers of the future, Brady Singer. Unfortunately, the future is not now. Dunning, another one of these youngsters that has pitched very well on the season. Made 2 starts, one of them against Kansas City, by the way. He's given up 3 earned and 9 1/3, including blanking Kansas City, no hits, no runs.
Can I ask what the White Sox run line is?
You may. The White Sox run line is -110, -161 if you want to play it on the money line. So you're getting 51 cents in value there. 9 is the total.
It's not great, but you know what? What's the White Sox team total actually?
5.5.
Yeah, give me that.
Okay.
I thought about the run line because I think Dunning's actually not bad, but
Oh, Dunning's very good.
Until the White Sox stop hitting the ball, I'll take the team total overs against the guy with a 5+ ERA.
Yeah, same bet basically. I'm going to play. I'll play the run line there, a little better value, -110. Well, no, actually, you want to play team total overs +105. So
I'll go with the team total over.
Get a little better value on the team total over.
Yeah, White Sox just absolutely rake, and I'll back them again.
Yep. Brady Singer going to be good. Not great yet. Very.
Yeah, he's got some growing pains to go through.
He does. I got the second Yankees game here, and I have no pitcher for the Yankees against Jorge Lopez for the Baltimore Orioles. So you got a pitcher anywhere?
Wait, time out. Lopez stinks. He has a 7+ ERA. Go with the Yankees again because they kill Baltimore every time. I know this Yankees team hasn't been good, and if you take out all the Red Sox games that have a losing record, but they always kill Baltimore every time. And until I see Baltimore actually win a game against the Yankees, I'm going to go with the Yankees. So I'll take the Yankees to sweep that doubleheader.
Okay, well, that's quite a bold statement since we have lines on neither one of those games.
Correct.
So, yeah. Very good. Hi, welcome to the Square City Show. Now, this is the game that I'm looking forward to here, Scott. This is going to be the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs there at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Jack Flaherty goes against Yu Darvish for.
We've had this matchup before. I went first 5 under, and what do you know? First 5 under cash. So I'll go with first 5 under again.
As far as the numbers on this goes, you're getting a total of 8.
What's the first 5 under? Like 4?
It got to be 4.
I got to assume it's 4.
I don't think they're going to give us any breaks here on this 4.
I'll say 4 -115 to the under.
Yeah, 4 -110.
So close. I still like the under. It's just give me the under, first 5.
Okay.
I can't do full game because the Cubs bullpen's terrible, as we've gone through numerous times on shows in the past. First 5 under seems like a treat to me. I think this is, once again, 2-1, 2-0 going into the 6th.
And I will once again talk about how much I despise playing first 5 under 4.
Correct, but it's whenever I don't know, it's been working out well in the show in the past for me, so I'll go with the first 5 under there.
Okay, very good.
It's your boy.
What's
He's
that?
back.
What are you looking at?
Kikuchi. He's back. The Cooch, he's back.
Well, we're not quite there yet, buddy. But
I thought we were. That's a shame.
no, we've got. I've got Houston. It's just weird the way
they're playing at the same time. We'll do the Kikuchi one first. We'll do the Kikuchi one first. That's fine.
All right, let's do Kikuchi first. It is Texas and Seattle. Kyle Cody goes against Texas against the aforementioned Kikuchi for the Seattle Mariners. Cody is yet to. I don't think he's made a start.
He hasn't allowed a run, but he only pitches like 2 innings max.
Yeah, he's yet to make a start. He'll be used as an opener. Oh, let's see where the money. Let's see where the value is here, Scott. The Mariners -128, Rangers +118. How much do I believe in the Cooch? Do I want to lay money on him at -128?
What's the team total over for Texas?
Team total over for Texas is 3.5, Scott.
I'm sorry, what? What? Kikuchi with 3.5? What, are you kidding me?
It is 3.5. Now, this Texas team, they have struggled to score.
Well, they can't score to save their lives, but what's the juice on 3.5?
It's -138. So you're paying your money.
Treat. Give it to me. Give it to me. I don't even care. You have Seattle's bullpen as well, 9 innings. Give me Texas over 3.5.
I don't know how you don't play that. The Cooch has been serviceable.
He's the most serviceable 6+ ERA pitcher I've ever seen.
He's given up 12 earned over his last 20 innings or so. That's not good.
Yeah.
Although comparatively speaking, in today's world, is not terrible. 6.12 ERA, 1.399 WHIP. I think there's just one play there. I think
that the juice is high. 3.5 is one of the dumbest numbers I've ever seen.
I don't know how you don't.
I'll take it. Yeah, just give it to me.
You don't play that. I'm just trying to see what Texas has. I see. I'm going to get the logic of it. They've just scored over 3 runs. Just let's see, 2, 4.
The team can't hit whatsoever, but conceptually speaking, Kikuchi should never be lower than 4.5.
They've scored over 3.5 just 2 times in their last 8 games.
Until today.
But they have
Until today.
they have faced a little better pitching, I believe.
It really, you can break it down however you want. Kikuchi should never be under 4.5. So 3.5, yeah, I'm taking that.
All right, yeah, that's really no use debating that. That's just sign them up and play.
Yep.
Okay, then we go back to the Houston Astros at the Los Angeles Angels. Lance McCullers goes against Dylan Bundy. Now, this might be a little bit of a tricky game here. Astros minus 109, Angels minus 101.
I wrote an article about this for Winners and Winers, so I broke this down. Even though Bundy's good, I still like Houston because the Angels stink. And I've said this numerous times. The Angels are bad. And I know that Bundy's been good overall. McCullers has not been that great. Houston is just so much of a better team. Now, I don't know about the status for Altuve because I know he got injured sliding into third base the other day. Having said that, Altuve's been awful this entire season, so I don't think that really matters that much. I'm going to go with Houston because they're just the better overall team.
McCullers actually been pitching well, had a little bit of a hiccup against San Diego, but overall, his last 4 starts, he's given up just 7 earned over.
Yeah, Bundy's been better, but I'm still going with Houston. Houston's the better team.
Bundy, well, that's my point. Is Bundy is kind of he's had
he was definitely better in the first 3 or 4 starts that he had, but
yeah, he's been solid. 2.47 ERA, 0.93 WHIP, but you got to back. To my way of thinking, anytime you're catching the Astros,
yeah, against the Angels of all teams, at roughly minus 110, you got to
minus 109. Yeah, I'm gonna sign me up for the Astros there. I agree.
Yep.
Okay, we are coming down the home stretch here. We're gonna go right-handed whip here, coming down for these last 3. Colorado Rockies at the Dodgers. Sensatella goes against Dustin May for the Dodgers. 9 is your total. Again, you're paying some Dodger tax here. Minus 233, plus 210 on the Rockies. Anything to like about the Rockies here, Scott? Any reason at all why this is just shouldn't be an auto play?
I'm looking at Dodgers team total over. I know they lost yesterday. Pretty bad beat though if you had the 5.5 because they had second and third 1 out in the 8th and they didn't score again, which was kind of upsetting. But Sensatella, I mean he's been good overall, but the Rockies just can't pitch at all.
Let me tell you something. Sensatella is a hit or miss kind of guy. He's given up 0, 0, and 1 earned run, or he gives up 6 or 5.
Well, the reason why I'm looking at team total over, I know that it was in Coors Field, but he pitched against the Dodgers roughly 2 weeks ago, and he gave up 6 earned in roughly 5 innings. So the Dodgers hit him well. I'll go to team total over.
I don't want any part of the team. We talked about this. I don't want any part of it.
I don't like this game at all, but this is a show where we give out picks on every game.
Every game.
I got to give out my leans here, and I'm going to lean to the Dodgers killing Sensatella again.
All right.
That's my thoughts.
Okay, good enough. So I want to see what May has done here.
He's been good.
Yeah, he's been good.
Good.
He's really had no hiccups. He's given up.
No, he's been consistently great.
2 or less every start. So I might be tempted to play Colorado team total under 3.5 there, buddy.
Okay, that's an option.
I probably like that better than I like the Dodgers over. And I'm getting a little plus value, plus 105. Excuse me, under. Oh, I'm sorry. No, we're juiced the other way.
Yeah.
All right. Zach Davies and Jesus Luzardo as San Diego goes against Oakland.
I'll go with the Padres first 5 here.
Okay. Oakland minus 135, plus 125. 8 is the total there.
I don't know what the first 5 numbers are there. I know that money's coming on Oakland. Oakland's been really good at home. I also know that they haven't played in roughly a week because of the whole COVID thing, so they haven't played in a while. But Davies, I got to give him props. He's been good this year. And Padres have been hitting. I know they got shut out. Was it yesterday they got shut out by the Angels? I think it was yesterday they got shut out by the Angels. But they have been hitting well as a whole. And Luzardo's good, still a bit unproven. But I think that I don't want anything to do with the Padres bullpen. That's a massive mismatch in favor of Oakland. So I'll go with the first 5 for the Padres in the money line.
Oh, that's fair play. You're catching a little value there at plus 120. I'll take the under 4.5 first 5. How about that?
Okay, that works.
And last game, I think Luzardo is due to really, really break out for a great game. Last game on the board.
That's fair.
It's Taylor versus Tyler. Oh my God! Somebody bought What to Name Your Baby books. 25 years ago. It's Arizona and San Francisco. Taylor Clark versus Tyler Anderson.
And I'm going with Anderson here. Both starters are not good, but I simply think the Giants are a better team than the Diamondbacks right now.
Giants minus 126, Diamondbacks plus 116. Yeah, the Taylor Clark has actually been pretty good. He's
been okay, and Anderson's both bullpens are also terrible, so it's kind of a flip a coin situation, which kind of benefits Arizona. But Arizona has been so bad on the road that I cannot back Arizona here.
Now they've also lost 5 straight. They're now 10 games under. They're watching their season.
Arizona has lost 75% of the road games. They are 5-15 on the road. I have to lean Giants.
Yeah.
This team cannot play away from Chase Field. They can't.
Giants are playing like a team that actually wants to keep playing.
Correct. Clark's been fine, but once again, just Arizona on the road. Some teams, it's not the same as basketball, but it's kind of like the 76ers. How you just look at a team and it's like, wow, they look decent in one area, and then as soon as they go on the road, they forget how to play basketball. And that's the Diamondbacks in baseball. They weren't good to begin with, but on the road, they just can't do anything. Same thing with Texas that you've seen in the past, but Arizona just is awful on the road. I got to link to the Giants on principle.
All right, give me.
You can go with Arizona, makes sense. It's just a matter of you go with Arizona team total over if you want to as well, but just I can't back a team that's lost 75% of the road games. I can't do it.
I don't want to lay minus 145 to take the Arizona team total over 3.5. I'd be.
I'm just throwing out examples.
Oh, I know.
We're gonna go through.
You know what? I'll take the team with the better pitcher getting money plus 116.
I'd recommend taking the first 5 if you're going to do that.
Well, yeah,
that's an option. First 5's an option.
That the bullpen for San Francisco is no great shakes either.
Plus but that bullpen for Arizona is not good either.
Plus, no, it's not. Plus 110, you're getting decent value. Okay, yeah. Okay, give me first 5.
Cool.
Yeah, some of these games. This is a really
games you can tell we're not that enthusiastic about when it comes.
This is a hot and cold card for us, man. There are a couple games we really, really like,
and there's some that we have to give out a play, but we don't really.
A couple that we have to give out a play. So there you have it, guys. That is our baseball show for today. Thanks for joining us. We hope everybody has a good time. As always, leave us some comments, man. Let us know. Let us know you're out there. I can hear you breathing. I know this thing is on. So. Make sure that you drop us some lines. Let us know what you're always drop us some lines. Drop us a comment. Let us know what you're playing and what you think of our plays. If you agree, if you disagree, if you think we're the biggest idiots or the smartest guys on the planet, whatever it is, we got big shoulders. We can take it. And make sure you check us out over there on winnersandwhiners.com. I know Scott's writing some great articles on. Well, you're kind of a multi-sport guy, aren't you?
Mostly. I haven't really done UFC since. Josh ended up coming back because he was sick, so I ended up taking over for a week. But he's back to writing pieces there. I'm still doing baseball, basketball, and hockey breakdowns. So just look out for those articles. All right, and of course we're gonna fire up tomorrow. Be our first college football show of the year. I'm excited. Are you excited, Scott? It's gonna be a late night, and I'm looking forward to it. Absolutely. So we'll be doing later tonight. We'll be posted there in the wee hours of the morning. We'll be doing baseball. Basketball and college football. So that'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a fun Friday night. So make sure you tune into that tomorrow on Today in Sports Betting. As always, we appreciate you joining us. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Enjoy your Friday. Hope you get through it fast. Get there to make some plays, watch some games here tonight. Good luck on all your plays, of course. Stay healthy, stay safe. Thanks for joining us. Come back and see us tomorrow on Today in Sports Betting. Take care, everybody.